The hip hop program, well, it's been an experience since I've started here. I think it's grown immensely since I started about 10 years ago here. And I want to say maybe like the first 2 years, I started out as just an assistant before I even stepped into the teacher role. And since then, it's become our most popular style, I think. Sometimes my classes, like they're bursting with like 30, even maybe 40 kids at a time. So I just think it's become such a huge part of this school, and with the TikTok and everything that's happening, and so I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand with all of that. So it's become a big part of Melba's and who we are. When it comes to like all of those like fast syncopated movements that happen in hip hop and that you see in the recital routines, I think getting that together took a lot of time and a lot of effort kind of over the span of my teaching career here. So these kids technically grew up with me and they grew up with my teaching style. And so now the kids that are in senior company today, they started with me when they were maybe in 3rd grade. And so I think as they grew up and as they got used to the way I teach and the way I move and just using myself as like that example and that kind of like role model status, I think they kind of got used to how I do things, and they kind of instilled that within their own bodies. And so I feel like now as like grown dancers, they can emulate that pretty well. In Houston, I went to this convention called Chaos, and it's an all hip hop convention, and it has about like 5-6 teachers that actively work and teach in the dance industry in like California, Los Angeles, and they do their backup dancers for celebrities and touring artists, and so they're a part of that cutting edge like style that's just developing and growing and growing. So I think it's super important for teachers who don't have access to that kind of training that they go out and they go learn from other people who are constantly developing themselves as well as others. And then it's super important to take that back to your kids too, because sometimes my kids can't go out and do the training that I do. So I remember I left feeling so sore, but so ready to take everything that I learned back to my kids. Why Melba's dance? I think that you find a family here and you find a camaraderie, and I think that's what's kept me here. It's not about the training, and it's not about the classes essentially. The classes are fun, and that's just a given. All the classes are fun, whether you take from me, you take from Miss Susan, Miss Julie, all of it's fun. But I think the most important thing is that we have this huge sense of community, and we're all just one big family. I mean, we're a huge school, and so we all just kind of band together, and we're all just a big community. I love Melba's. Melba's is a great place.